A title can be copied, experience can't. These pages were earned one client, one breakthrough, and one life changed at a time over the last 35 years. Hi, I'm Lylyianne. For more than 35 years, I've had the privilege of walking people through some of the darkest chapters of their lives: abuse, betrayal, childhood trauma, grief, PTSD, anxiety, and the invisible wounds that keep so many people trapped in survival mode. Those 35 years became this book, Broken to Brave, a roadmap for trauma recovery. When I first published Broken to Brave, there wasn't another trauma recovery book with this title. About a year later, former clients began calling me because they wanted to buy my book for someone they loved. They kept asking, "Which one is yours?" I was shocked to discover there were now several books with similar titles. Today, there are many. I'm grateful that trauma recovery is finally receiving the attention it deserves, but I also want you to know something important. There may be many books with similar titles today, but there is only one, Broken to Brave, written from 35 years of helping real people rebuild their lives. This isn't a collection of motivational quotes. It isn't a book filled with theories that have never been tested. It isn't information borrowed from someone else's work. This is the exact step-by-step process I've refined over 3.5 decades of helping people move from surviving to healing to thriving. Every chapter has a purpose. Every exercise has been tested. Every step exists because I've watched it help someone reclaim their life. And unlike so many books today, this isn't the first chapter of an expensive sales funnel. I'm not going to teach you just enough to convince you that you need a $30,000 program to finally heal. I still work privately with a very limited number of clients because personalized guidance will always be the fastest path. But I wanted everyone to have access to the same roadmap I use with those clients. That's why this book is complete. If you do the work, if you're willing to face the pain instead of running from it, if you're ready to stop letting yesterday control tomorrow, this book will walk beside you every step of the way. Trauma may explain your past. It never has to define your future. Imagine waking up without fear making your decisions. Imagine relationships no longer controlled by old wounds. Imagine finally feeling safe in your own mind. Imagine becoming the person trauma tried to convince you could never be. That is why I wrote Broken to Brave. Not to inspire you for a day, not to motivate you for a weekend, but to give you a proven roadmap that you can return to again and again until healing becomes your new normal. If you're looking for the original Broken to Brave by Lylyianne, you've found it. Your healing journey begins with a single decision. Make today that day. Order your copy of Broken to Brave, a roadmap for trauma recovery today. Because freedom is possible, healing is possible, and your bravest chapter is still waiting to be written. A title can be copied, experience can't. These pages were earned one client, one breakthrough, and one life changed at a time over the last 35 years. What are you waiting for? Get your copy today before they sell out again.